again in a new class. So in social we have completed 4 chapters, right? So do you remember what are the things we have learned in those 4 lessons? Yes, what we have learned in the first lesson? In the first lesson we have seen the diversity in clothes and food in different parts of India, right? So we have learned what are the different types of clothes and different types of food we have in different parts of our country, right? And what we have learned in our second chapter? About our neighborhood, right? So we have seen what are the important places we have in our neighborhood and how it is helpful to us. And what is the third chapter? Yes, being safe, right? In that lesson we have seen what are the safety rules we have to follow to keep ourselves safe in our places, in some public places, and also what are the rules we have to follow to keep ourselves safe if some disaster occurs, right? Yes, very good. And what we have seen in our previous lesson, it is about directions and maps, right? So in that lesson we have discussed how we can locate the different directions and how we can locate a place with the help of map, compass or GPS, right? Very good. So do you know what we are going to learn in our new lesson? Yes, it is about our country, okay? So which is our country? Yes, our country is India, right? So we are going to learn about our country, India, okay? Shall we start? Yes, so we are going to learn about my India, our country, right? My India. Yes, so what are the things we are going to learn in this lesson? See, 2 main things about India. What are the political divisions of India and what are the physical features of India, okay? So we are going to learn about the political divisions of India and the physical features of India, okay? So this political divisions of India means it is based on their boundaries, okay? So in India we have so many states, right? Yes, now say me, in which place our school is located? It is in Karangal, right? So where is Karangal located? It is in the district Kanyakumari, right? So where is Kanyakumari located? Kanyakumari is in Tamil Nadu, right? So Tamil Nadu is our state. So where is our state Tamil Nadu located? It is in our country India, right? So likewise we have so many divisions, right? So from country we have state, then we have district, and then we have towns, cities, villages, right? So those boundaries we will learn in this political divisions of India, okay? And physical features of India means based on the geographical locations of our India, okay? Some places we have tall mountains, and some places it is plain, and some places it is desert, and some place it is near to the sea, right? So they vary in their geographical features. So based on that we have physical features of India, okay? So based on the borders and boundaries we are going to learn the political division of India, and based on the geographical features we are going to know about the physical features of India, okay? So in this lesson My India we will learn about the political division of India and the physical features of India. So in today's class we are going to discuss about the political divisions of India, okay? So what is the main objective of this lesson? So at the end of this lesson you will know our country has a unique physical features, okay? So our country's physical feature is different from the physical features of other countries, okay? So we have mountains, we have seas, we have desert, everything, okay? So our country has unique physical feature. This is what we are going to know at the end of this lesson, okay? Yes, now before starting our lesson, let's watch a small video that will say you what are the things we are going to learn in this lesson, okay? So that video will give you a short description on all the things what we are going to learn in this lesson, okay?
Location of India. Kirti's teacher has given the class a project. The students have to choose any country and write a few lines on its location and physical features. Kirti decides to stay close to home and write about India. She asked her sister, Anjali, to help her with the project. Anjali began by explaining that India is the 7th largest country in the world. It is located in the continent of Asia and is surrounded by other countries. In the northwest, India's neighbors are Afghanistan and Pakistan, China, Nepal, and Bhutan are India's neighbors in the north. Bangladesh and Myanmar are India's neighbors in the east. Sri Lanka is India's neighbor in the south. Anjali then explained that India is surrounded by water bodies on three sides. It is surrounded by the Arabian Sea in the west, the Bay of Bengal in the east, and the Indian Ocean in the south. Hence, India is called a peninsula. India has varied physical features and landforms. The main physical divisions of India are the Northern Mountains, Northern Plains, Great Indian Desert, Peninsular Plateau, Coastal Plains, and Islands. The world's highest mountain range, the Himalayas, are situated to the north of India. They form the northern borders of our country. They start from Jammu and Kashmir and extend till Arunachal Pradesh. The northern plains are situated to the south of the Himalayas. The soil here is fertile and a wide variety of crops are grown here. The Great Indian Desert, or the Thar Desert, is located in northwestern part of India. The land is very dry as the region receives little rainfall. The peninsular region is covered by the Peninsular Plateau, which consists of the Deccan Plateau, the Chota Nagpur Plateau, and the Malwa Plateau. The Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghats run parallel to the Deccan Plateau on both sides. To the north of the plateau lie the Vindhya and Satpura ranges. The eastern coastal plains and the western coastal plains lie on either sides of the peninsular plateau. The eastern coastal plains lie between the Bay of Bengal and the Eastern Ghats. The western coastal plains are located between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. Anjali told Kirti that there are two island groups located in India. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are located in the Bay of Bengal. The Lakshadweep Islands are located in the Arabian Sea. Let us recall what we just learned. India is the 7th largest country in the world and has diverse physical features. The Himalayas are located in the northern part of India. The northern plains lie to the south of the Himalayas. The Great Indian Desert is in the northwestern part of India. The peninsular region is covered by the Peninsular Plateau. The Peninsular Plateau is bordered by the Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghats. The Vindhya and Satpura ranges lie to the north of this plateau. The eastern coastal plains and the western coastal plains border the Peninsular Plateau on both sides. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Lakshadweep Islands are the two main island groups of India.
Yes, now let us start our lesson. So what I have said, in today's class we are going to learn about the political divisions of India, right? So let us discuss about the political divisions of India, okay? So political division means it is based on the borders, right? Based on the boundaries, how our India is divided. That's what we are going to see now, okay? So see, Based on its area, India is the 7th largest country in the world. Okay, so India is the 7th largest country in the world. Okay, and see, it has the second highest population in the world. What do you mean by population? Number of people. Okay, so it has the second highest population. Okay, so in the world it has second more number of people. Okay, so it is the second highest populated country in the world. So India is the 7th largest country in the world and it has the second highest population in the world. Okay, and what do you mean by neighbors? In our second chapter we have learned about neighborhood, right? So what do you mean by neighbors? The persons who are living near to us are our neighbors, right? So what do you mean by the neighbors of India? India is a country, right? So the countries that are located near to India is the neighbors of India. Okay. So now let us see what are the countries that are located near to India. Okay. See, it has 8 neighbors. Okay. Our country India has 8 neighbors. What are they? Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Bangladesh, Bhutan, China, Nepal, Afghanistan and Pakistan. So say me, what are India's neighbors? Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Bangladesh, Bhutan, China, Nepal, Afghanistan and Pakistan. Okay, these 8 countries are India's neighbors. Okay, see, this shows our India map. Okay, this is our India map and see, this New Delhi is the capital of our country India. Okay, so now we are going to see our neighbors. How much neighbors we have learned? We have 8 neighbors, right? So the countries that are located near to India are our neighbors. So we have 8 neighboring countries. What are they? See, this is our India. So near to that we have Pakistan. So this is northwest, right? So in northwest we have Pakistan. And then towards this side we have Nepal, China, Bhutan, Bangladesh and Myanmar, right? And towards the south, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is an island. Okay, see, this is in water, right? It is surrounded by water on 4 sides. That is why it is island. Okay, so Sri Lanka is on the south. Okay, now say me, what are the neighboring countries we have? Pakistan, Nepal, China, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar and Sri Lanka. Okay, these are the neighboring countries of India. Yes, now let us see the political divisions of India. We have seen, right, our India is the 7th largest country in the world. Okay, it is the 7th largest country in the world. So it is very big, right? So managing this as a single thing is very difficult. Okay, so to maintain the law and order properly, our country India is divided into 29 states and 7 union territories. Okay, 29 states and 7 union territories. State means our Tamil Nadu is a state, right? And union territories means it is smaller in area. Okay, that's why it is called union territories. And it is smaller in area than state. Okay, so to maintain law and order, our country India have been divided into 29 states and 7 union territories. So union territories means that are smaller in area. Okay, and see, the states are ruled by the respective state governments. Who rules the states? The states are ruled by the respective state governments. And who rule this union territories? Union territories are governed by the central government. Okay, so what do you mean by state government and central government? We have our own state, right? So our state is Tamil Nadu. So in Tamil Nadu we have a government, right? We have our own chief minister. So this chief minister is selected by us to rule our state alone. That is state government. Okay, so who is our chief minister? Mr. Edappadi K. Palaniswamy, right? So he is our chief minister. We have selected him to rule our state. That is our state government. Okay, so now what is central government? So central government is the government that rules our whole country. Okay, so in India, who is ruling us? Prime Minister is ruling the whole country, right? So that is central government. Okay, who is our Prime Minister? Mr. Narendra Modi, right? So he comes under central government. Okay, so the states are ruled by the respective state governments, but whereas this union territories are directly controlled by the central government. Okay, So, what are the political divisions of India? Our India is divided into 29 states and 7 union territories. Okay. So, now let us see all those 29 states and 7 union territories. Okay. See, first state we have is Andhra Pradesh and its capital is Hyderabad. Okay. So, in this India, this red colored area is there, no? That is Andhra Pradesh. Okay. Andhra Pradesh and its capital is Hyderabad. And next state is Arunachal Pradesh and its capital is Itanagar. Okay, Arunachal Pradesh with the capital Itanagar. And then Assam with the capital Dispur. Okay. And Bihar, see where it is located. Okay, this red color area is its location. Bihar with the capital Patna. And Madhya Pradesh, where is the capital? At Bhopal. Okay. Madhya Pradesh with the capital Bhopal. And then Goa, see very small state, right? Smallest state of India is Goa. See, very small, right? So Goa with the capital Panaji. And Gujarat with the capital Gandhinagar. Next state is Himachal Pradesh with the capital Shimla. And Jammu and Kashmir with the capital Srinagar. Jharkhand with the capital Ranchi. Then Karnataka with the capital as Bengaluru. And then Kerala with the capital Thiruvananthapuram. And then Maharashtra with the capital Mumbai. Manipur with the capital Imphal. Meghalaya with the capital Shillong. Yes, the next state is Mizoram with the capital Aizawl. And then we have Nagaland with the capital Kohima. And then Odisha with the capital Bhubaneswar. And then the next state is Punjab with Chandigarh. Okay, this is Punjab with the capital as Chandigarh. And then we have Rajasthan and the capital is Jaipur. And then we have Sikkim with the capital as Gangtang. Okay, this is the capital. So this is the least populated state in India. Okay, less number of people is living there. That is Sikkim. Okay. And then Tamil Nadu, our state, where it is located, see towards the south of India, right? And which is our capital, Chennai. Okay. And then Telangana with the capital as Hyderabad. And then Tripura with the capital as Agartala. And then Uttarakhand with the capital Dehradun. And then West Bengal with the capital Kolkata. And then we have Chhattisgarh with the capital Raipur. And then we have Haryana with the capital Chandigarh. That's all. Okay, these are the 29 states of India. Now let us see what are the 7 union territories of India. Okay. See, first union territory is Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Here it is. Okay, it is an island of India. Okay, island means it is surrounded by water on 4 sides. Okay, so this is island of India and its capital is Port Blair. Okay, and then Chandigarh. This is another union territory of India with capital as Chandigarh. And then Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Here we have with the capital as Silvassa. And then Daman and Diu, and the capital is at Daman. And then Delhi, this is our capital, right? Its capital is also Delhi, okay? And then Lakshadweep, it is again an island, it is located in the Arabian Sea, okay? So, Andaman and Nicobar Islands is located at the east side and this Lakshadweep Islands is located at the west side, okay? Lakshadweep Islands with the capital as Kavaratti. And then Puducherry with the capital as Puducherry. That's all. Okay, so these are the 7 union territories of India. Yes, children, now shall we recall the political divisions of India? So, say me, India is the 7th largest country in the world, right? And it has the 2nd highest population in the world. And what are its neighbors? We have 8 neighbors. They are Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Bangladesh, Bhutan, China, Nepal, Afghanistan and Pakistan, right? And then see, we know our country is very large, right? So to maintain law and order, our country India has been divided divided into 29 states and 7 union territories. So here see, the states are ruled by the respective state governments, whereas the union territories are governed directly by the central government. And we have also seen what are the 29 states and 7 union territories, right? So today, in today's class, we have learned only little bit, right? So I hope that you have understood whatever I have taught you today. Shall I ask some questions now? Yes, Amy, how many states and union territories we have? We have 29 states and 7 union territories, right? So in area, India ranks which position? In area, India is the 7th largest country in the world, right? Very good. So I hope that you have understood today's class topic. If you have any doubt in this, contact me, okay? So in the next class, we can discuss about the different physical features of India, okay? Meet you in the next class. Thank you.